Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the crane machine finisher from Sektor. Johnny, just walk it off. Just walk it off, Johnny. Sektor unlocking Baja Blast, courtesy of Cage's Neck. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Dynasty. Back with some more MK1, MK Uno, because the official PlayStation account came out and gave us a full breakdown of everything to expect from Sektor and MK1, including an all-new Baja Blast finisher. I may or may not have a color correction to make sure this video is not hidden from a certain website. But yo, that's probably one of the best finishers in the game. That's pretty exciting. Not sure what I was expecting when I saw a new Brutality was going to be added and showcased in this article. That kind of surpassed my expectations, honestly. Simple, yet effective. So I'm going to read this whole article. I've not read it yet. This is probably going to be the highlight of the entire thing, though. So drop a like for a new finisher dropping today for Sektor. If you've not seen my reaction to Noob Saibot's gameplay trailer that also dropped today, I'll have a card on the screen right now. And with that said, let me go ahead and read this article from PlayStation talking about how they actually came into designing this new take on Sektor and MK1. Again, this is coming from an official PlayStation blog post dubbed Mortal Kombat 1 Khaos Reigns, unleashing Sektor's vicious new brutality. Full details on Sektor's visual and gameplay design in the upcoming Khaos Reigns expansion. This is courtesy of Nick Nicastro, the design manager over at NetherRealm Studios. Kicking things off, it says, when Liu Kang changed the timeline to what we know it to be in Mortal Kombat 1, he created a whole new universe of possibilities. In this new era, some characters have been reimagined. Sektor first appeared in Mortal Kombat 3 as a cybernetic ninja, famous for punishing enemies with missile barrages and flamethrower attacks. In MK1 Khaos Reigns, which launches in 2 weeks on PS5, Sektor emerges as a reinvented character with an arsenal of new abilities, including a devastating new brutality that we'll be sharing for the first time here. Now, if you've not seen the combat cast dedicated to not just Sektor but Cyrax, I actually have it posted on the channel as well. Goes on to say, design-wise, we wanted to explore the idea that in this new timeline, Sektor fights in a cyber suit as opposed to being completely robotic, a precursor to the origins of the Lin Kuei's cybernetic initiative before they reached the level of fully converting humans into cyborgs. For Mortal Kombat 1, the goal was to convey strength and overwhelming firepower through her use of heavy weapons. Sektor's power comes primarily through an exosuit that deploys her assortment of weapons, but also enhances her hand-to-hand fighting ability using thrusters on her palms and feet, like Iron Man. Despite Sektor's new appearance, the reimagined imperative design abilities that retain the DNA from the classic version of the character, while simultaneously complementing her toolkit with new powers that highlight the technology of her exosuit. And personally, I do think from what we've seen, they did a pretty damn good job. To highlight these new attacks, we continually look for opportunities to design brutality moments that pair well with key special moves. Brutalities are prominent moments during gameplay where an opponent gets destroyed in a compelling, over-the-top way. The recipe for a good brutality often lies in a combination of imagination while creating a visceral reaction with comedic elements. For us, Sektor's tug of war brutality ticks each of those boxes. It's pretty fitting. Tug of war. The attack is based on a move she had in Mortal Kombat 3, where a mechanical arm comes out and throws her opponent. In MK1, we wanted to pay homage to this by having the mechanic arm tear off the victim's head and hold it up like a trophy. This then presented a unique opportunity in terms of how the opponent's head could best be demolished in the most audacious way possible. After mulling it over, our design group decided on having her grind the head up as if it was jammed into a garbage disposal, with the liquefied remains ejecting outward from the flaps in her suits, which we think will elicit a reaction from the players. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Goes on to say, gameplay-wise, Sektor is an accessible space control character with good to mid-long range zoning potential. Additionally, she has excellent air mobility options, primarily due to her use of air thrusters, capable of propelling her in any direction, acting similarly to a double jump. One of Sektor's new attacks is Sky Drop, where she blasts into the air using her thrusters and slams down over the opponent, a la Shiva! For the enhanced version, Sektor crushes the opponent with an uppercut before slamming down and blasting them into the air for a juggle opportunity, leading to potentially big combo damage. Moreover, Sektor's new Blast Shield is a unique special move where she deploys a large shield while at the same time clamping her feet to the ground. While the shield is deployed, incoming projectiles can no longer push Sektor back, and successfully blocking projectile attacks charges up secondary weapons and gives her certain cancel options into special moves, aka the meta for the character is pretty OP. Closing everything off, it says here, Sektor has always been an enormous fan favorite in the Mortal Kombat universe, and now in Mortal Kombat 1 Khaos Reigns, her arsenal of devastating weaponry and abilities give her a target-rich environment among the cast of combatants in the game. We're excited for players to finally get their hands on Sektor in a few weeks. So there you go. If you want to see this yourself, I'll have it linked in the description down below. If you watch the combat cast, everything that we just read is pretty much on point to what was actually described in that video. So there you go, an all-new finisher courtesy of the PlayStation.com blog that we just went over and talked about. Hopefully in the next coming days, we get to see some more of these showcase for not only just Sektor, but Noob, Saibot, and Cyrax. We'll have to wait and see, but everything we just read is pretty much the exact same thing being echoed from last week's combat cast. So I'm just glad to know that we're getting some small little things like this still released as we wait 2 more weeks for Khaos Reigns to drop. In the comment section down below, I want to ask you guys, I'm curious, how are you feeling about all 3 of these KPT Mortal Kombat characters? Because just a few months ago, when we found out that there was going to be some drastic changes like gender swaps, we were all pretty concerned. For everything we've seen so far, I will say, I gotta give NetherRealm their due. They feel like new takes on classic characters. It's not completely ruined per se. There's a lot of things I do like. And again, I keep saying it in a lot of these videos. If they simply just give Sektor and Cyrax their classic MK3 skins a la Premier skin for Injustice or whatever, if they just give you the classic skins on the Kameo roster as the primary takes on these characters, I don't see anybody having an issue at all. Again, they'll probably be $5 to $10. They'll probably drop in a year's time. But if they just simply add the classic MK3 original characters as skins for both of these characters, I can't see me really being upset because the gameplay, it's on point. The gameplay's on point. Dare I say, my expectations were surpassed. I was going in with super low expectations, but when it comes to actual, Sektor and Cyrax, I do think they did a pretty good job because, again, they just feel so much different this time around. The meta for the characters changed drastically, at least with Noob Saibot. Noob just feels like a nice mix of Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat 11. Noob intertwined in one. Sektor and Cyrax just feel like completely different takes that make a lot of sense. So I'm pretty content. I'm honestly more hyped to use Sektor than Noob and Cyrax. So I'm intrigued down below. What are you guys feeling for KP2? There you go, though. If you enjoyed the video, do me a solid. It takes you a second. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe for some more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, I've been your host, Dynasty. You guys, please take care. Stay safe. I love you. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
On it, crack, but I'm not